High vinyl community. It's black tea. I've run out of milk, so well, it's been a while. It was before the record fair I spoke to you all last. Hope you're all doing well. Had a message in the drop down thingy from John Bellamy. Hi John, just to say he wanted to know how I'd done at the record fair. Well, actually, it was really good. It was February, it was raining, there was a lot of people around. Sold lots of £3 for £5 ones, which that was great. A few more other ones that I sold were a little bit more expensive. I sold a So Peter Gabriel 6, the Focus sort of best of Polydor for £7. It wasn't in, well, it was in reasonable shape. Led Zeppelin 2 I sold for a £5 just because it was in such bad condition. Yeah, just some things. A lot of young people were there as well. My dance section, sample section, lots of it went. Just well, even teenagers, I guess. I mean, it was in a pub, so I suppose I don't know if they had to be. No, well, yeah, they didn't. They could be whatever age they wanted to be. Lots of people in their 20s. You know, your usual other dealers that you swapped with. I'll show those first, maybe. But I sold a lot of normal rock, pop as well. So yeah, I was really happy with that. And the swaps I got, just go through those. Oh, just want to say hello to Rob Paniques. Hi Rob, how you doing? Because you always comment on my videos, and well, lots of people always comment on my videos. So thank you, James Griffiths always comments, and lots of people subscribe now. I think I'm just about over 100, so I really need to do a competition sometime. I've got something in mind, just haven't got around to it yet. I did have a week off work. Yeah, which was really nice last week. So the swaps I got were from my mate he does like a sort of a community radio station. It's just sort of started up in Milton Keynes. Yeah, I'll just go through them. So I've got some sort of these sort of things, jazz, or this one's ECM, I think, is it? Yeah, ECM. I don't even know if I have any ECM records, but it's always the same people that know about these sort of things. I always look and follow, like Roger Coleman, the guy in Sweden, is he called Anders? I'm not sure. Sublime Media, yeah. Derek Higgins shows a lot of things that I just have no idea about, so it's good in that way. You learn. Well, we all learn, don't we? Yeah, or at least I hope we do. Some people don't know. They're bad. Right. So here's the first one, of which I know nothing about, really. You can see who they are. You can see this is Stanley Clarke with a rather amusing head going into the distance. This is on Forever Unlimited production, and it's also Chick Corea, so all these records were Chick Corea related. I think this one was. Isn't it a bit of an earlier one, a gatefold? I've heard people talk about some of these players. But I don't know much about jazz or that sort of stuff. Here we go, there's a label. I think I've seen that label before. I think this one was French. See that? in transit. Well, yeah, it's got an Eiffel Tower in the desert. It must be French. Of course, who else would do that but the French? Sorry if anybody's offended by that. This was from a different seller. The guy that actually runs a record fair. He recommended this. I went and listened to it on YouTube and I thought, that's interesting. We'll have a bit of that. And he didn't want much for it either. He only wanted about £5 or something, I think. Yeah. I can't remember. He might have been French actually. French or German, or was in different bands. Michel Hugin, maybe. £1, I got this. Winton, looking uncannily, I think, like Will I Am. He obviously can't decide which trumpet to play. I bought this because I thought, is it actually interpretations of these Mozart, Haydn, Hummel trumpet concertos? I'm not so sure that it is now. I think he might just be doing it straight. Okay, I don't know what that's all about. Anyway, a couple of other things. This is a Bleach 12-inch. I looked at this last record fair. I like the cover. So this is sort of early 90s sort of shoegaze noise, I suppose you could describe it as. And last of all, gave this one a go. Bought this for £14 sealed. Dragon Force. So it's sort of, I thought it was melodic metal, but somebody else described it as power metal, I think. They're English. And it comes with a download code and a record. Yeah, nicely printed sleeve with all the lyrics in it. So, how are we doing for time? I can't quite see. Did I say 7 minutes, I think? A couple of comedy records now. So that was the record fair. It was great. Yeah, it was great. You know, there's not another one till May, but yeah, a couple of comedy records now. one of these you might think isn't a comedy record, but due to their current form, it is. Okay, so I bought this because I support Arsenal. This is Highbury, our old stadium, with its Art Deco stands now converted to luxurious appartements. And here are some soccer players, football players from the late 1970s with some lovely haircuts. Arsenal lost this FA Cup final 1-0 to Ipswich Town. But they were back a year later and they beat the mighty Manchester United 3-2 in the last minute. So here's the label. The B-side is called Kings of London. David Brent. Might have shown this before. I saw the album actually in an Oxfam shop and I thought, I don't know that I want the whole album. I like the film. I like these 2 tracks, they're very funny. If you get a chance, anyone, to watch the video on YouTube or wherever, this is just very funny. Is my favourite comedy evolutionist, David Brent. Ricky Gervais. Yeah. They're different people. Yeah. Right. Onto some £1 fines now. This was such a lovely cover and in such lovely condition. I bought it. She does a Leonard Cohen song on here, I think, and what else? Chris Christopherson song. Yeah, she looks longingly at something. It's a Stonehenge. Maybe she was looking at Stonehenge. Rita Coolidge. Yeah. A couple other of amazing £1 finds. Lee Hazelwood album. Poet, Fool or Burn. Some of these are covers. Yeah, a Leonard Cohen one again. Yeah. They're in good condition. If they're not, I don't. Depends what it is, but I don't usually bother. Aha, the cat's meowing. I've just got to go to the back door. Hello. Come in. Yes. Thank you. Hello. Right. So this was on a EMI stateside. The next one is the one with Some Velvet Morning on it. It's a Nancy and Lee album. Again, really good condition. All sharp corners, etc., etc. Yeah. What a couple. This has a little sticker in the corner, but I paid £1 for it. I have two Grace Jones. I have Warm Leverette, which is obviously an earlier one. Oh, cat's on the table. There you go. There he is. Just caught that little glimmer there. And this is a later one. Does this have Slave to the Rhythm on it? Or it's certainly mid-80s from what I remember when I was growing up. Yeah, he's about to. Excuse me. Excuse me. I have to do the putting down on the table. There he is. Say hello. Hello. It all happens, doesn't it? The same when it rains, it pours. Here's a WOMAD compilation, an introduction to Europe, and it has a couple of great tracks on here. It's got a Cocteau Twins track called Pink, Orange, Red, and it has a Bruninghaus, Stockhausen, that's son of Karl Heinz, and Studer, and it's Strahlenspur. I'll read out what it says. It says, in Europe at least, jazz set free in music something that had been bound for centuries by structures, not strictures, or maybe it does mean strictures, and rules of academic composition. Here, Markus Stockhausen, son of the composer Karl Heinz, forges a link between jazz and formal music. It is unmistakably jazz, yet unmistakably European. A genre which has developed an independent identity beyond its American origins. Should that be African origins? I don't know. But I like that track. It's really good. It's sort of, I don't know, it's verging on a bit drum and bass, I thought. But there's other tracks. There's a Pogues track. There's your usual sort of Celtic Irish record. There's a Mad Professor track. Dick Gorham, I've heard of him. Something from Bulgaria, something from the former Soviet Union, Portuguese, Turkish. Yeah, you get the picture. But the two I talked about, I like a lot. Could never get a decent copy of this. I found another copy of it, and it's a bit crackly, but it does. Yeah, so this is the better copy that I had of it. So I thought, rather than buy the new one, which people have been slagging off in that white cover with the sort of the die cut thing on it, I thought I'd go for this instead, because some of the tracks are the same anyway. So that's what I did. And then also, sorry, I should say it's 180 gram vinyl, 180 gram vinyl, 2014, originally 89. And then I just found this for £1 somewhere, Chris Isaak album. I've always sort of quite liked Chris Isaak anyway. Yeah, so this one, has it got Blue Hotel? Yeah. I think I only had his stuff on a compilation previous, and then a couple of his later albums when he became more popular, I suppose you could say, when more people found him. So I was very happy with that. And lastly, I've got The Farm, Spartacus, for £4 with a remix EP in there as well. Now the Farm are from Liverpool. A bunch of scallies who ripped off, or so people think, All Together Now, famous piece of classical music. And they had another big hit in UK called Groovy Train, and they all had these sort of haircuts like what I used to have, almost like a monk's haircut, but undercut and everything. And that was not Britpop. It was well, it wasn't really Manchester because they were from Liverpool, but it was that sort of period of time. And yeah, designed like a washing powder sort of cover. Whee! So that's it. I'm going to finish now. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm just coming in at 16 minutes. Not too bad. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Cheers. Bye.